G'day guys, how you going? My name's Rowan. You might have seen some of my other videos. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. So this video is going to be about tone quality, and especially for the flute. So yeah, so let's get down to it. So if you'll notice, I don't have a mouthpiece for my flute. So we're not actually going to use this at all. We're just going to use the mouthpiece. Your flute teacher or whoever taught you the flute would probably have shown you that. If this is the first time you're watching a flute video, then congratulations, you've won. So you found a good spot. Okay, cool. All right. So what you want to do is you want to have a look at the mouthpiece of the flute, and so if you see here, you want to blow. Okay, so this will be like that for you. So what you want to do is, as you're holding it to your mouth like this, you want to blow just across there. So you want to split the air. So if you imagine something like, I can show you with a piece of paper, okay? So we've got a plain piece of paper here, okay? When you blow across the piece of paper, see how it vibrates and it makes a sound? You can do that with anything. Pretty much anything. Almost anything. So, essentially we use the same technique for this, and pretty much any woodwind instrument. So if you have a look at the saxophone, it's actually the reed. The reed vibrates. Have a look at the clarinet, that vibrates as well. The oboe, it's got like a double reed. Both of them vibrate. What else have you got? You've got a recorder. That's actually designed so that you can just blow and the air will automatically blow across this part here for you, so you don't have to worry about mouth positions and any of that stuff. But yeah, so let's get back to the flute. So if you have a look here, we want to blow across there. So you place your lip here, up to there, and you just blow across. And so you'll know when you're doing it right because you'll hear a nice sound. And so basically the start thing of whenever you start learning a flute is you take off the head, this piece here, and you just practice with this. So what you want to do is practice is finding the sweet spot. Because the sweet spot, you'll get the loudest tone, and you'll also get the clearest and brightest tone. So if it's too far to the left, like this, you will hear a lot of air. Same on the other side. So if it's perfect, you'll hear it perfect. But if it's too rolled, the air is actually blowing too much in different ways, and so it'll give you really weird tones and stuff like that. And later on when you're a flute master, then you can practice that all you want. But for the moment, yeah, I'm going to find the perfect place. So the way that I'm blowing is my bottom lip is relaxed, and what I'm actually doing is I'm just using these muscles here and making my lips like that. So see the difference in tones? So this is when I'm relaxed, and this is when I'm tight. See how it's much different? So whenever we're playing, we actually want a tight-ish kind of embouchure, as you call it. So let's put that back onto our flute and let's practice on our flute. So let's just grab a G. Okay. See how that is? So that's sounding so much better. And I should do that actually every time that you pick up a flute. Practice with the mouthpiece first. in all different areas, because you actually find that when you put it back onto your flute, you will sound amazing. See, I have a bad practice because I haven't actually put in too much time practicing with the flute. So I'll often just pick up my flute, and since I've got practice with the saxophone, I'll just, that kind of stuff. But I don't actually have a good tone because I haven't put in the time. So I'm just learning it now, and I'm teaching flute as well. So I'm always teaching my students, practice doing tone, because the more that you practice tone, and I try and do it, in the first 5 minutes, I'll just be like, take your flute apart, let's just practice with the head. And yeah, it's always good to just keep practicing that. One of the things as well is with the flute, in terms of tone, I want to see if you can see the difference between these two notes, okay? Okay, so I'll give you a bit of time thinking about the difference. What's enough time? So what you'll find is the first one, I just use my lungs, which is what we never do. Pretty much rule of thumb, any woodwind instrument that you play, don't do that. Because when you use from your lungs, you don't get a proper tone. So with the flute and with the saxophone, with everything else, what we do is we use our tongue. So when you're going ta or ti, ta, ta, all that kind of stuff, you're restricting the air. But as soon as you say that ta, you're letting a breath of air, like it's pretty much instant. So instead of having a gradual, you have a, if that makes sense. So yeah, so whenever you're playing notes on the flute, you want to say ta. And to do double tonguing, you'll go taka 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 taka. So you've got ta 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 ta, and you got taka 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 taka, or taka taka taka, yeah, taka taka taka. So it's basically all these stuff. So that's triple, but taka 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 taka. So if you're playing a really complicated piece, that's basically what we do with the flute. So always practice, please. Always practice just with the head, because tone is one of the best things that you can have as a player. You could be playing wrong notes all over the place. You could be, in a minor gypsy scale when somebody's playing a G major, they're just playing ice cream chords or whatever. And if your tone is good, then people will be like, wow, you're playing the wrong notes and it sounds horrible, but your tone is amazing. And if that's one of the things that, you can show off to people, that's a good thing to show off. So this has been Rowan from Skill After Music. I do flute covers and stuff like that. So if you guys, want to have a look, then feel free to have a look. I think my next couple of covers are going to be from a very popular Disney movie. So enjoy, guys. Peace out.